What is going on, guys? Brandon over here at Geek Talk. We have some Halo news to discuss. Now, I had this conversation with my buddy on my stream last night. If you guys didn't catch that, I'm going to start a new weekly thing. I'm going to at least try to. I work shift work, so it's a little tough. But I'm going to try to do like a weekly recap. If you guys are interested in coming on, talking about the crazy shit that goes on in pop culture, Hollywood, all that shit, let me know. I'd love to have these conversations. And it's a lot more enjoyable. It's like an actual podcast, being able to talk to somebody and, bounce ideas off each other and just kind of hear from potentially the other side or whatever. But this one I think is going to be universally thought the same. Me being a casual, the guy I talked to last night, Click, being a pretty big Halo fan, we had similar thoughts and similar beliefs of what this could mean for the upcoming Halo show. So let's dive in. The Halo series creative team didn't look at or talk about the game while developing the project. Now, I will repeat myself. This is the most asinine, ridiculous fucking thing I've ever read in my life. You have damn near 20 years worth of games, lore, story to pull from, to use, and you reject it. Now, I know a lot of people out there are like, well, they have the books. They have the books. My main argument for that, if you think about Halo, what's popular? What is Halo to most people? The video games. The last 20 years of video games, not the books. I'm sure the books have their own little audience, but I mean, let's be real here. The games are a huge part of Halo. They are Halo. So this, to me, this spells disaster. Here's a bit of news regarding the development of the new Halo series that is sure to make fans of the game's franchise happy. That's a sarcastic remark, as Halo Season 1 showrunner Stephen King recently said that he and the creative team didn't look at or talk about the games while developing the show. You'd think they'd be having all kinds of conversations about it, at least in terms of capturing the tone of it. And that is a major, major issue. So you got to think about, people who are coming to watch this show. Yes, there's going to be fans of the books. Majority of them are going to be fans of the games, dude. And if you're not even acknowledging the games, if you're not even like looking at the games, watching the games, doing whatever with the games, how are you supposed to catch or create that same tone of the games and bring it over to live action? You just won't be able to do that. Master Chief and Cortana, they feel a certain way to people. They have a certain tone. It's like making a new Halo game and Master Chief not feeling like Master Chief. It's like, look at Star Wars. A lot of Star Wars fans don't feel like Disney Star Wars is Star Wars. It doesn't feel like Star Wars to them. It doesn't grasp that tone. It doesn't grasp that same energy that it did in the 70s and early 2000s. So, I mean, if you're not watching the video games, if you're not playing the video games, if you're not learning about the video games, if you're not using the video games, somebody explain to me how you can potentially capture the tone for this show. You won't be able to. Like I said, 70% of the fans of Halo are probably strictly video games. Haven't even touched the books. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. The games are the games are what it's going to bring in the fans, and you're not going to use it. The games have a certain tone. Master Chief has a certain tone. I'm sure in the books it might be similar, but there might be a few things that are off. I don't know. I just know the fucking games are huge, majorly popular, and that's what it's going to be pulling people in to watch this show. And if you're not even going to acknowledge them, I think that spells disaster. That is not okay. That's not good. I don't know who fucking signs off on these ideas, but these people are fucking insane. Either overly confident or fucking arrogant. I don't know. I was having a conversation with a friend recently about the series as he watched some of it, and in that discussion, he said that it looked like a creative team didn't even look at the game. The day after we had this conversation, the new information came out. Here's what Kane admitted in an interview with Variety. We didn't look at the games. We didn't talk about the games. We talked about the characters and the world, so I never felt limited by it being a game. Now, this was kind of stupid to me last night. I don't know if I fully understood it, but we didn't look at the game. We didn't talk about the game. We didn't talk about the characters and the world, so I never felt limited by it being a game. I did not understand what he meant by limited by it being a game. You have 20 years of story. What the fuck do you mean limited? There's enough in these video games to make a fucking show for 10 years. I don't understand how you felt limited by it being in the game, by it being a game. That's what made you avoid it? You didn't want to feel limited? I don't know what exactly he meant by that, but it's fucking ridiculous. Everything about this article is ridiculous. It's a great article. I'm not dogging on the article, but But the game is such a massively important element and key to the whole thing with the lore in the world. Why would he even admit that? Some of the hardcore fans are already upset about with Master Chief removing his helmet and his weird design of Cortana. Yeah, that's another thing. I got to bring up Cortana. If you guys have not seen Cortana, dude, this is fucking bad. Fucking bad. I don't know who approved it, and like my buddy Click said, they're probably going to pull a Sonic the Hedgehog. I sure hope they do. I can't believe this made it into the trailer. Oh my God. What is this? What is this? Who's approving this? Who's approving this? I need to know. I don't even know how to make. I don't even know how to work CGI. I don't know any filmmaking. I could do a better job than this shit. At least put me at the fucking table that approves the shit that's coming out. And I'd be like, nah, dude. Nah, dude, you ain't putting this shit in the trailer. She looks like shit. That face looks like she got a poop. What are we doing? Who's approving this shit? Who's saying it's a good idea not to use the fucking video games? I do not understand it. I don't. And the removing of the helmet, man, that's a tricky thing, man. That's a tricky thing. I know that's going to be a lot. It's going to upset a lot of people from, for me, I don't know a lot about Halo. I don't know a lot about the game series, but to me, Master Chief has that mysteriousness to him, that intimidation factor, with just being under the helmet. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know what or who he is. I know he's a human, but there's that mysteriousness about him, and I don't want him to be humanized. I want him to stay Master Chief. I don't need his helmet. I don't know why they'd be doing that, but who knows. Here's what a Microsoft executive and Halo producer Kiki Wolfkill had to say on freeing the Halo show from its game source material. Early on, we were thinking about doing something that could tie it very closely with the game. What we were finding was tying to verbatim, stay with everything that come before wasn't serving the medium. It also wasn't serving the creative teams and their needs to express a story and build a world through their eyes. There it is, guys. There it is. That's the quote that concerns me. Creative teams and their need to express a story and build the world through their eyes. What do you mean through your eyes? Build the world through your eyes? No, there is already a world built. There's already a world to come, All they want to do, and this is why I'm having the hardest time not being black pilled, all these directors and writers and producers, all these fucking people in Hollywood, all they want to do is take these huge IPs, these IPs that they know has a massive fan base, and use them to push their own propaganda, their lies, their agenda. I think this article alone, the things it's pointing out from the showrunners, from the producers, these are things to be super concerned about. And it bums me out because I wish you Halo fans would get the show you deserve. Same with Lord of the Rings fans. I wish you guys would get the show you deserve. I wish everybody could see their favorite fucking fiction, IPs on the big screen, on television, and be successful, be everything you wished it would be. But we're not at that point right now in the world. And this quote solidifies for me. Through their eyes. They want to build the world through their eyes. What is their eyes in Hollywood right now? I think we all know. Where they stand on not good. That concerns me, man. And it bums me out, dude. I wish, I just wish nobody would have an agenda and just make a fucking show, tell a story. Tell a good story. And I think it's fucking ridiculous that you have 20 years of story and you just said, nope, we ain't fucking using it. Why the fuck would we use it? Why do we need that? We're going to let them build the world through their eyes. Fuck that video game series. Fuck that video game series. It's the only reason that we're making a TV show about it. But, fuck it. We don't need that shit. Fucking stupid, dude. Halo is the next great IP to fall, and it's fucking sad, man. It's fucking sad. Shit makes me cuss a lot. Need some water. Well, if you guys like this video, leave a like down below. Comment, let me know your thoughts on this whole Halo shit. And if you're interested in future content, please subscribe. Like always, guys, love yourself. Try to love everybody. Deuces.